Hello, happy Thursday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day, or at the very least hanging in there. I just want to come on and do a quick hello, just a quick check-in. It is a very slow process to, I've chameleoned myself in my medical life many times. And I feel like this time I've chameleoned myself into a slug or a snail, because everything I do is exhausted and slow and very tired. I feel like my fatigue has fatigue, my exhaustion has exhaustion, and I did not think that was possible because, man, I'm sleeping every night, but I feel like I am not sleeping at all. This makes the days that I only had an hour of sleep look like I slept for days at a time. I wanted to show you my new brain earrings. Yes, some people might think it's tacky. It helps me cope. I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of ridiculous. I did it with my spine earrings, and so I thought, you know what? I gotta get myself a pair of brain earrings, because why not? It's ridiculous, and probably some people think it's tacky. I think it's helpful. I think it's kind of goofy, and it makes me laugh. This week has been interesting. I feel like I've gotten amnesia from this. I have forgotten what some of my RSD pain has felt like. And so I woke up, and also my restless leg stuff. I woke up in the middle of the night a bunch of times the other night with like a lot of restless leg pain, and I panicked. I had a legit panic attack during the night. And I almost woke my husband up, but then I was like, no, this pain feels sort of familiar. I think I know what this is. But the next day, all bets were off. I literally was like, I don't know what this pain is. Is this like a clot? You know, my husband was checking my leg for me, and he's like, no, it's really fine. And then, like, over the course of the day, I had to remind myself, I have literally devoted entire blogs to that lower left leg pain, that exact lower left leg pain. And I have literally devoted entire doctor's visits to that left lower leg pain. And it bummed me out and made me annoyed with myself that I forgot about that. Like, I have to relearn everything about myself, I feel like, right now. But that ticked me off because I was like, man, I've had pain for 20 years. I know every pain that I have in my body. What headache means what, although that's a different thing now. I've got headaches. I've always had headaches. For the last few years, I've had different headaches throughout the day, and it's kind of an everyday thing. There's a headache at some point, but now it makes me more cautious. But I know what my headaches feel like, and that's what my neurologist said, to feel confident in that and not feel like everything is like the end of the world kind of a headache, or what it felt like that day. Because that day it was paired with other things, not walking properly, not speaking well, my face was drooping. And, you know, it was a totally different scenario. I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm speaking, and I have to sometimes say that out loud. Like when I'm bouncing things off my husband, like, is this a panicking situation? He is a very calm person and reassures me, like, goes through it with me and then checks me and then looks at everything and then reminds me, you know, that we're okay. And that's very comforting, because otherwise I would be in, like, I always think there's an episode of SpongeBob where they go into his brain and there's like lots of little SpongeBobs running around in his brain and everything's on fire and they're throwing files into the fire and everything's a mess. And sometimes I feel like that's what my brain looks like. But then other times I feel like SpongeBob is just standing there holding a file, wondering where it's supposed to go. Because that's what it feels like sometimes. It's like, do I know this? Was I here? Have I been there? Do I know that word? You know, I've mixed up some of my words and have forgotten things, but I make them wait to not give me the word. Sometimes I'm like, don't say anything, wait, let me think of it. And sometimes my memory is just crap, and sometimes I come up with it. And I just feel like this is going to be a process. You know, I'm walking every day, which I'm very proud of. The first week or two, I feel like I had a lot of energy, and I actually did 2 miles around the neighborhood. But since then, I feel like I've switched into slug mode, and so I can only get, well, not only, it's like 0.9 of a mile, and that's a lot. I know, but for me, I'm a walker, and I used to walk a lot, and like I could do miles a day and not think about it, and now I'm like, I can get up the street and back, and it's a big deal, and And I guess that's where I am. I have to give myself time and patience. And, you know, my mom and I were just talking on the phone for a minute, and she said I just have to have patience with myself. And I do. And it's hard because I'm not a patient person. And especially when it comes to having other people do stuff for me or do things that I should be doing or that I feel like I should be doing, it's very hard. And but I'm very lucky. You know, I've read things and you know, interacted with other stroke survivors. That always sounds so dramatic, but it really is a survival thing. And I'm very lucky where my recovery, that I was with people when it happened, that they were able to do something immediately, the kind of stroke I had, the medication they were able to give me right away. I feel like all of that was miraculous and amazing, and that's why I'm doing as well as I'm doing. And so I'm grateful, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm not, because I'm extremely grateful, and I know how lucky I am. It's just hard. It's like a new medical thing to deal with and to reimagine who I am in this scenario. I've had to do that a lot, and now it's just weird because it's like I'm slower. I've got different muscle pains, and you know, I'm trying. My husband suggested standing more instead of just sitting. Not just sitting, but sitting, like to stand and build my stamina in my legs, and that's been very good. I've only managed to do like 20 minutes at a time most of the time because I feel like I have to be doing something. And like last night I made it to like an hour, but I was washing dishes and then I was making dinner, and so that was good. But I was busy, and so it didn't feel like I was, you know, I'm trying to strengthen my legs. I was actually doing stuff in that time, and that felt really good. But I think the more normal stuff I do, the better it will be for me. And, you know, I just have to remember what my pain felt like, because that was really weird. To be like, wait, is this a new pain? And then remember, wait a minute, no, I've had this pain for a long time. It's just, I feel like there are switches going on in my brain that are like, remember this, it's happening again. Remember this, it's going to happen again. And that's kind of weird, because it's like some of the things I don't remember, and I should, because they've been a part of my everyday for a very long time. I feel like I've had a little bit of a break. I don't know. Anyway, it's all happening now. So that's where we are. I hope wherever you are that you are having a low pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come, because that's what we hope for. That's what we deserve. That is what I wish for each of you. And, you know, I'm keeping a good thought for each of you. Please keep a good thought for me as you, you know, go through your day. I'm grateful that everybody shows up to watch these and read the blog. And I will keep you posted on anything else that's exciting that's happening, because right now I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow via the blog, next week for another video. Bye.